Hadrian Marlowe, you melodramatic son of a bitch. I finished Howling Dark, and I know it seems like I've posted a couple of books in a row. I have been listening to Howling Dark on audiobook for like a month. Don't judge me. It was just the holidays made listening to audiobooks weird. Anyway, I finally finished Howling Dark. It blows Empire of Silence out of the water. Empire of Silence had to be slow because of the absolute crash landing that was Howling Dark. And I like Jinan. Okay? I think Hadrian was always way too melodramatic for her. She was in a super unfair position between him and Basander. And the fact that Hadrian thought, like, he over-romanticized his role in her life, like, she's a born and bred and raised soldier. He talks about that repeatedly. Why on earth would he think that she would abandon her duty and obligation as a soldier of Jad because of love? That has never been who she is. And I think Hadrian was deeply unfair with her. He was not being objective at all. He never tried to put himself in her shoes and consider what she was going through and how torn she was between like obligation to him as her partner and obligation to like the entire empire. And the whole Vorgosos of it all. I am so curious about these machines. It's giving the Matrix, though, for sure. This is big Matrix energy. This remains a Consagar hate account until I die. And I'm sorry, Basander Lin, I'm getting on his knees and be like, oh, half mortal. That's not enough for me. It was awesome how we got to see the Sealson up close, too. I think seeing their culture front and center was just really fascinating. The way Ruakio designed it and wrote it. And like seeing the differences between Tanaran and Aranata, that was really cool. Like Tanaran was like, he could be reasoned with, but Aranata couldn't. And it just showed you these pinnacles of cultural difference that make it impossible for humans and Sealson to strike peace. That was kind of like, I feel sad for Hadrian because he had such like, again, he's a romantic. He romanticized Jinan and he romanticized the Sealson repeatedly, which he does kind of own. So I guess I have to say that. But he over-romanticized the Sealson to the point that like he couldn't see exactly how bad it was until it was too late. And Chris, I don't know who hurt you, but however you came up with the idea for the mutilation of the slave girl, I am going to be thinking about that, I think, for the longest time. That was horrific. Then you had the flight from the garden and the fight in the hangar bay, and I screamed at Basander, and I yelled at Switch. I was like, Switch, I liked you. You were the chosen one. You were the character I was enjoying. I'm supposed to like Basander? He's supposed to grow on me? I don't know about that. I am growing attached to Volca, and I'm growing attached to Gina, and I grew attached to Gen. And yeah, look how that turned out for me. I'm really good at loving characters who die, and I've started to pay attention to how Hadrian is telling his story. And it is taking everything in me not to look up spoilers for these characters' lives. Anyway, I finished Howling Dark. It just took me 10,000 years, much like Hadrian Half-Mortal himself. I am going to take a breather. I think Hayden could use some space. So I'm going to come back to it. I'm listening to a different book. And then once I'm done with that book, I plan to continue the series. But I'm really liking it. If you are thinking about it and trying to muscle through Empire of Silence, Howling Dark is worth it. Muscle through it. You'll get there. And the payoff is worth it.